Today I built the newly added Fire 4-star character Guinaifen, and while I was planning to use these relics on my Topaz, because that didn't end up working out, I guess I'll have to go ahead and throw them onto Guinaifen instead. Building my Guinaifen actually wasn't as hard as I initially thought it would be, because I actually had some leftover pieces for grinding for Topaz, and since I didn't end up getting her, I was able to throw them onto my Guinaifen. She is your standard Nihility dot character, so there are certain thresholds that you want to reach on her to make her as optimal as possible. The first of which being attack percent. Now I actually have a pretty decent amount here, but you do want to try to get over 2800 and anywhere from that to 3200 and above. This was actually pretty hard for me to balance with a lot of the other stats that I have on her, but I think I did a pretty good job of that. Moving on to the next one though, speed is very important on her. She wants to be extremely quick, and that'll allow her to get a lot more damage in the more turns that she's able to have. 134 and above is a really good point for her, and that will make sure that she's able to get a lot of damage in while moving extremely fast. And finally, but not least, one of the most important ones for Nihility dot characters, effect hit rate. Now this was really hard to reach at a really good threshold because you want to have 67%, similar to characters like Sampo. That way you can guarantee that you land your effect. This is actually really hard to do while having a decent amount of attack. So how did I do? Well, I actually got right at 67%, which is really amazing. And believe it or not, I actually didn't even have an effect hit rate body, which you will see. So that was actually really amazing to reach that. And her break effect, which she gets from traces as well, was at 51%, so I guess I'm happy about that as well. And most of that effect hit rate comes from the light cone I have on her, which is Sampo's, and it increases effect hit rate and dot damage, and even at S2 it's pretty good, but in the future it's only going to get better and alleviate the subsets that I have on my relics right now, allowing me to focus on attack percent and speed. Her traces do offer 10% effect hit rate, which is pretty low. The only other character that does that to my knowledge is Pela, and then Sampo and Kafka offer more than that, so you really have to be careful when it comes to managing the effect hit rate from this along with substats. I do have her at E1, which does help with that, but I still have a 100% chance to land it, so it doesn't matter too much. Another similarity that she has with Topaz is they both don't have a set 4-piece in the game as of yet, so this build is likely to change in the future, but they do have solid 2-piece sets, the first of which being Musketeer, and that is really good for boosting up the attack for, well, any character in the game. Second one is Firesmith of Lava-Forging, and this is solid for any fire character to increase their fire elemental damage. For planet ornament sets, however, though, I think her best in slot is Pangalactic, and that's the one that I am running on her, which does increase your effect hit rate by 10%, and your attack percent can also scale with that, which is really solid for her. And here is my completed build, which does have 2-piece, and then like I said, the planet ornament set right there. Starting with the headpiece, it has some decent attack percent and effect hit rate there. It definitely rolled break effect more than it probably needed to. The hands has 11 effect hit rate though, which is definitely helping me reach that 67%. 7% attack right there with 2 speed. A defense roll obviously hurt to see. That kind of shafted this piece a little bit. And as I said, I do not have an effect hit rate body on her. I have an attack percent one, which is really cool that I was able to get away with that, while also having effect hit rate there, break effect, and effect resistance. For boots, I'm running her with speed so she can be as fast as possible, and it does have 12% attack, which is actually really good. It has 11 break effect there. I wish it could have had effect hit rate there, but I am already overcapped as it is by 0.8%, so I don't need any more. The spheres is where it goes downhill as always, to be honest, and I'm running her with fire damage boost, but it does have 6.9 attack percent, a little more HP than she deserves, but I do want her to have survivability, so I'm fine with my Guinaifen having immense amounts of HP. And then finally the rope, which I think is the worst piece I have on her because it doesn't have anything good except for the 4 speed. This is definitely one I would like to change out in the future for a different attack percent rope that has maybe some effect hit rate if I do want to switch around other pieces in the future, or if it just has some attack percent on it. I'm really happy with how my Guinaifen build turned out, and I think I did a pretty good job of balancing all the stats and reaching the thresholds that she needs. But let's see how she does with a Nihility dot team on Simulated Universe. My favorite Simulated Universe world to take on a dot team is World 5 against Kafka, and I'm going to be taking my standard dot team composed of Kafka, Sampo, Guinaifen, and Fu Xuan. Of course, I'm going to be taking the Nihility Blessing path because this is really good for dot teams and it actually enhances their damage over time so much with the amazing path resonance. And I actually really love this path as well because it applies so much DOT on top of everything that my team is already outputting, which just stacks so well together. Alright, on to our first elite boss here. This one does not have a fire weakness, but I still think that Guinaifen can hold her own. And she is extremely fast, so she's going to be the one that starts off the rotation every time. So what I'll do is pop the resonance, then start off with Sampo, follow it up with Kafka being last to try to detonate all the DOTs. On top of that, also once I get more blessings, it'll definitely do more towards the end. I know it will, but having Sampo here as well is so amazing because he just shreds the weakness break of these enemies. All right, this time it should detonate a lot more. Let's see it. Yeah, oh, that looks so good. Oh, so close to it dying as well. Oh, wow, they actually gave me a 3-star Nihility Blessing off the bat. That's extremely lucky. That's definitely going to come in handy. And Guinaifen is also skill point neutral, so I need to remember to use her Q from time to time. That way I actually have my Fushuan shield, because I've been getting carried away a little bit and not remembering to pop my shield, which can be bad later on. Oh, that was actually a pretty good amount of damage right there. The Fire Kiss is so helpful here with applying that. There we go. I am getting a few Nihility Path Blessings here, which is really good. I like to upgrade very soon, especially before I reach the next boss. All right, on to our next elite domain enemy. Now, from what I remember, yeah, this one does have a fire weakness, which is really good. So Guinaifen should be able to shred a lot more here. And again, I'll just start off the rotation with Sampo, and then also I'll pop the Nihility Blessing path. We could even use Fushuan since they do have a Quantum weakness, and I really love Guinaifen's ult animation right here. That looks just really cute. Tell me that that's not the cutest thing, right? Oh, okay, 100,000. I was hoping for a little bit more there, but we'll get some more application on here, and then it should pop harder next time. I will pop her Q there. That way, like I said, I mean, I'm kind of over-capped on skill points right now, though, but I need to pop my Fushuan shield. I've been not doing that so much. Sampo coming in with the weakness break almost again off the bat. I almost have his ult again too, and even though my Guinaifen's energy regeneration isn't, obviously I don't have an energy regeneration rope on her, she's getting her ult back pretty quickly, I feel like. All right, let's go ahead and start another rotation here. That's gonna break as well, so we'll apply Sampo. I could wait till I've gotten Guinaifen's ult, but no, I think it's okay. This should do a lot of damage though. Yeah, 100,000, and then we'll apply some more here, so once the turn comes around, they should maybe even die. And get Guinaifen's ult here. Alright, then blast it with Kafka. Okay. Oh, I didn't apply the blessing though, so it was almost dead. If I would have applied the blessing, she would have for sure died. And then Sampo will finish off. There we go, she's dead. That was actually some really good damage over time. What, another 3-star Nihility Blessing? Okay, that's pretty good. I will take that for sure. All right, this is my last boss before Kafka, and this one does have fire weakness break on, I think, yeah, right there. That's good. So Guinaifen should be able to carry a little bit more here. Go ahead and pop Fushuan as well, might as well, just to make sure. But also, I think that just having Kafka there alongside Guinaifen, they can take care of this boss's weakness break all by themselves. I don't really need someone like Pele here, because I normally do have her slotted in there where Guinaifen is. And Pele's defense shred is very helpful, don't get me wrong, but I think having another DOT character on the team with that extra damage makes all the difference in the world. Along with the Nihility path, and we can go ahead and use Kafka's ult following up after that. And that'll take care of his weakness, but I wonder if this is actually going to get him very low. Let's see. Oh, that's actually really good right there. We have Guinaifen's ult now, which is very nice. All right, let's pop that, and then we can follow up with Kafka, and that'll definitely break the weakness. There we go, 116k, and then we'll throw Guinaifen in one more time, and then Kafka's E. And that should, oh, it left him one shot. He was literally one shot. There we go, the follow-up attack. All right, that was good. That was pretty fast. They gave me another 3-star Nihility Blessing? No way. What is this run? That is the third one I've got. I've never gotten that many in one run before. That is crazy. And then they follow up with a 3-star Remembrance one as well, which is solid. I would like to have that. That's actually cool. Before we jump into the Kafka boss though, let's see how I did when it came to all the blessings. As you can see, I have the 2-path resonance for Nihility, which are really solid. And then I also did, of course, get 3-star Nihility blessings, which is crazy. I can't believe how lucky I was with that, on top of all of the amazing other ones that I tried to upgrade as much as possible. That helps with the DOT over time, break effect, energy regeneration, and so on. I feel really good about the blessings that I was able to get this run. Let's jump into it. Here I come, Kafka, and she does have fire weakness break right here from the other enemies, so I'm just gonna blind her with Sampo, and then we'll just start it off with the fire kiss, which is a really solid way to start off the fight. Yeah, they're already broken and they have the fire kiss applied. Okay, so let's start our rotation off here. Pop Sampo first, then the Nihility path, and now that we have the confusion and devoid, this is gonna be a lot better. And so we'll pop here, and then Kafka will follow up last. All right, let's see how much she detonates this for, especially all 3 enemies. 200,000? Are you kidding me? That was incredible, honestly. Oh my gosh, she's already halfway dead right there. And I didn't even have too much on her with Sampo. That was amazing. And Sampo's so clutch for this, as always, because he just shreds her shield to where she doesn't even get a chance. Usually I bring some... Oh my gosh. That was 280,000 damage. She almost took 300,000 right there just from the DOT alone. Guinaifen definitely adds so much to this. Wow. Like, Payload Shred definitely helps in this fight. But Guinaifen is making this extremely quick. I think this is the fastest run that I've had so far on Kafka. All right, we got Guinaifen right there. Now we can go ahead and pop Kafka. Now we can go ahead and pop Kafka one more time. 256,000. Wow, she's already almost on third phase. That is crazy. Every single rotation I've had so far has almost killed her or put her very low. That is awesome. And then her E just casually breaks for 100,000. Why not? Okay. We're in the final phase and she only has 8 stacks of her attack increase, which is extremely good. Kafka's a boss that you don't want to go on as long as possible because she gets more stacks. And this is the lowest I think I've had her at third phase. So let's go ahead and start our rotation over one more time with the energy regeneration blessings that I have. I'm getting my ult back pretty quickly, which is why the rotations are flowing so nicely. But we should actually be able to end it here with this next run. Let's see. So we'll pop Sampo. We do not have Kafka's ult or Guinaifen's yet. We don't even need Fu Xuan's shield because she's still good. There we go. We got Kafka's, so we'll pop the E. All right, very nice. And then we'll go ahead and just pop the ult. Why not? Yeah, that time it wasn't as much because I didn't have the other effects on there, but that's okay. We're almost done. We can actually just rely on the DOT at this point. We don't even need to destroy all of it with my Kafka. So here comes Guinaifen in. 36,000 is really not bad though, especially when you take into consideration I've only leveled up her trace like what, 2 times? There we go. That's... Oh, that damage looks so good, man. That's so good. I love damage over time so much. All right, and then Sampo's gonna finish this up here, especially with the path resonance, and Kafka is dead. Surely, right? There we go. Wow, that was an extremely fast clear. As you can see, Guinaifen fits nicely into this DOT team, and she stomped with her fire damage. She definitely didn't drop the ball. That is gonna do it. I had a lot of fun building Guinaifen today, and even more so taking her onto Simulated Universe. I was a little bummed that I didn't walk away with Topaz, but it honestly evens out that I walked away with an amazing fire character like Guinaifen. Let me know what you guys think of my build and how it does or doesn't differ from yours, and I hope you all enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.